Yo, what's good, kings and queens? It's your boy Sahara, you know what I'm saying? And today we're reacting about nighters. As you can see, okay, look, 10 p.m. or whatever, 11 p.m. Okay, I don't have my phone with me right now. Okay, forget about my background. They might have a lot of noise over there. Okay, forget about the background. I go to bed like early, like 9 a.m. To wake up like very early, so I could do my stuff. But today, like, nah, bro, I gotta react.
As I'm in the process of writing the script for this video, it's currently 2:20 a.m. and I've spent the last 3 hours binge watching Bleach and
Yo, 2 a.m. of writing this video. Yo, shout out to him, bro. Yo, it's not even like 1 minute to this video, but I'm saying, yo, for you people out there, spending 1 a.m. on grinding, that's good. But like for people who spending like 1 a.m. playing video game, go to bed, bro.
bring down an Oreo fudge milkshake as if
At
it
least
were
that one is
Queso's
better.
last singular meal on Earth. And the situation I just
Queso,
described in your head is the universal phenomenon known as an all-nighter. An
All-nighters.
all-nighter is defined as an informal term for staying awake for an entire night instead of
Yeah.
sleeping. People usually do things for all-nighters like studying, watching shows, out partying, the usual
Yeah.
stuff. Some of you, on the other hand, spend that time doing some not-so-secretive activities. It's alright,
Yeah.
bro. We see the bottle of lotion and tissues on your desk. That's enough for today.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
at some point in their lives has pulled an all-nighter before. Yes, I'm talking to you. I know for a fact you're watching this
Me?
video at 3 in the morning, butt-ass naked in your Calvin Klein underwear with a bag of hot Cheetos and a
Nah, bro, I know these type of people nighters, like they be laying on their couch and eating chips. But I have never did that in my life. Yo, if I do that right now, I feel very lazy, even though I have been exercising and everything. But it's like, bro, like why would y'all do that? Lay down and eat chips? I know there's gotta be like some science stuff, but like, do you know what happened when you lay down and eating? That's not good for you, bro.
cherry Slurpee from 7-Eleven. And for the girls watching this, y'all not safe either. We all see the
Oh, the
Chipotle
girls?
bowl on
Oh
your
my
bed
God.
with your messy hair and messed up makeup. I bet you're
What?
talking to one of your friends on Snapchat right this second. That's right,
girls?
everybody getting slandered today. I believe the best all-nighters require a certain set of actions and intention to truly get the best possible experience. I
Yeah.
think the number one thing you need for a successful all-nighter is elite late-night food. I remember last December, I was
Late-night
watching the
food.
Grand Budapest Hotel. Great movie, by the way. And being the broke
Okay.
college student that I am, and my fridge being more empty than an Arby's parking lot,
Yeah,
I
that
decided
sucks,
to
yeah.
DoorDash some Wingstop at 2 a.m., which is prime late night eating hours. I got garlic parmesan tenders, lemon pepper
Okay.
ones, cheesy fries, and a Diet Coke. I know some of you niggas immediately started salivating at the screen. I'm sorry, but you're not getting any food, bro. This shit is not leaving my plate. Gonna have to order that yourself. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is about eating fast food late at night, but I think your taste buds
Okay, look, I was gonna say, bro, okay, late night eating, yo, is very good, bro. I don't know what it hits better, right? I don't know if he's gonna say it's bad, but like, bro, in my opinion, late night eating, I'm talking about like maybe 8 p.m. to like 9 or 10, 11. Bro, those are good times of eating snacks or just food. Okay, drink. Yo, when you drink water at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., that is the best, bro. You know how when you sleep and then suddenly you wake up and then you grab your water? You grab your water, bro, and then you're like, bro, best feeling ever in nighttime, bro.
legitimately get a temporary power boost during midnight hours. All-nighters
Yeah.
are not only spent for binge watching shows or anime though. Most people pull all-nighters to mainly study for some important tests that they have
Yeah,
the next
study
day.
or do
I
whatever
find
they-
it so
they need
funny
to.
just how often people will literally do anything in their power to try and pull off an all-nighter for a test that they literally had weeks to study for. I think it may be a Gen Z thing, but I swear a lot of people I knew would always procrastinate till the last minute to study for some important test they had. Even the
Yeah.
smartest kids in the grade were studying the last few hours before a test or big project was due. When it comes to pulling all-nighters for something like a test, you're
Yo, I remember in high school, bro, okay, like, I'm gonna be honest, but I don't be doing my homework. I be doing it, but it's like, it's late, night times, bro, okay, all jokes aside, okay, like, I mean, not all jokes aside, but like, when I go home, I be playing video game and all that, but like, before I go to bed, I be trying to do it, but I be even trying to do it, during breakfast when I go to school, 1 hour before the class, bro. Everybody watching, bro, copy, let me copy you. I was one of the students. I was one of them, bro, okay.
number one asset to really get the most out of it is some super high caffeine drink to keep you awake and attentive during the night. Now, personally, I don't usually consume energy drinks or coffee like that. Yes, I know, glaze me. I always got concerned that I would get super addicted to caffeine if I ever started regularly drinking it at some point. But even I have to admit, these types of drinks are some of the most essential parts of pulling off an all-nighter. The only energy drink I've consumed a few times here and there is Celsius, which actually tastes pretty good for how low calorie it is.
Celsius,
Also,
I have
Arctic
never
Vibe
tried
is
it.
the best flavor by far.
Yo, I remember drinking Monster Energy. It wasn't the regular, it was the orange flavor. Yo, that was so good, bro. And the white flavor. I think it's a white flavor. But I remember I drank it at 12 a.m. but I couldn't sleep, bro. Okay, hours. I was on my screen the whole time. You see what happens to you, bro? Energy drink is crazy, bro. But I don't even drink these anymore, bro.
I do
That was
not
like
care
years
what
ago.
anyone else says. Another
More than
thing
2
you
years
need to
ago.
complete a successful all-nighter for a test is the right music selection. Now, I'm a very big hip-hop fan, but I
Music
legitimately
selection.
struggle to listen to hip-hop during all-nighters because half the time I just end up enjoying the music too much.
Yo, is he gonna mention the people who's doing push-ups? I thought my mic was muted. Yo, imagine he mentioned those people like who are really motivated, you know, at 3 a.m. and doing push-ups and all of that. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm guilty. I remember one time, bro, okay, someone was making fun of me of how I look like, but I was so mad, I was so heated. I did 100 push-up, bro, in that 3 a.m. Oh God, like, like, bro, why are you making fun of me? Just because I'm black, and then I did 100 push-up in 3 a.m. at 3 a.m. No joke, bro.
Get way too distracted. I mean, listening to Cardi and Uzi with max volume isn't gonna exactly help me pass my calculus test. This is a little basic, but I think some of the best music choices to listen to while studying is white/brown noise, and most importantly,
Brown noise?
Minecraft music. You really
Minecraft
haven't
music, okay.
experienced
I'm like, white noise? Yo, you listen to white noise? Shh. Bro, you are not a human, bro. You are a demon. Okay, what are you doing? Are you summoning something? Yeah, Minecraft music, bro, be chill, bro.
life if you've never listened to Minecraft music during 3 a.m. while staring at the ceiling. There is nothing more nostalgic than listening to Mice on Venus or Moog City while contemplating all of your life's choices and dreaming about your fruitful childhood. Which reminds me, another thing you're able to do during all-nighters is stay up to listen to a Thursday night album drop. Some of my favorite all-nighters of all time were done reacting to albums on a Thursday night with nothing but my headphones and multiple Genius tabs open. I still remember listening to We Don't Trust You back in 2024 and hearing Kendrick rapping on Like That for the first time out of nowhere. I was having I'm Dante level reactions and aneurysms during the entire album. Twitter that night was one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed in my life. Another notable album I pulled an all-nighter for was Utopia by Travis Scott. I don't think people remember just how hyped this album was back in 2023. Me and my friend were both listening to the album at the same time and actively texting each other anytime a feature came on. Like Drake on Meltdown, Young Thug on Schizo, SZA and Future on Telekinesis, and most importantly, Playboy Cardi on Fiend. Just to put into perspective the impact of this feature, Cardi, being the nonchalant, mysterious ore farmer that he is, was literally MIA for 3 years straight and was only dropping random IG photos with no hints whatsoever towards the new album. So come to find out on Utopia listening night that there was a feature on Fiend yelling "Sia" with a deep-ass auto-tuned voice that sounded like a withered flight reacts. I mean, you literally had some of the most legendary reactions of all time come out during this night. Gaming is the next main...
Yeah, I'm not... Oh, game... Okay, I was gonna say, bro, I'm not the type of person who listen to this rap music during the night. But like, bro, video games at night, have I ever done that? I don't even know, bro.
That people usually pull all-nighters for. I think specifically for gaming compared to everything else, the overall experience is way more amplified when you're playing with friends as well. For some people, nothing beats loading up a game of Valorant with a can of Monster and Popeyes while in a Discord call screaming at the top of your lungs. When Prime Fortnite was happening, me and my friends were actively staying...
Yo, imagine you playing Call of Duty, right? COD. Bro, you screaming. Bro, your whole parent is hearing you. What the heck? In the name of Jesus, are you the demon? Okay, holy water on you, bro. What are you doing? Go to bed, bro. Okay, Jesus, in the name of the blood, whatever. If you do that in African parents' household, the belt is over there, bro. Okay. Yeah.
Multiple nights running squads and trios while trying our hardest not to scream into our mics because something bad happened. I think pulling off all-nighters in general is way easier the older you get, because as a kid, you have to deal with curfews and restrictions that constantly hinder your ability to stay up. The most pure personification of fear that can happen to you while staying up late to play the game is one of your parents opening the door to your room and standing in the middle of your bedroom with the most intense
Yo, yeah, okay, now that I think about it, okay, this is so true, okay, I'm not just making up a story. Yo, I remember, maybe I was like 14 to 15. Oh, I remember, everybody was asleep, right, bro? So I had a tablet, right? I had an iPod. I was trying to play, Shadow Fight 2. I always play Shadow Fight 2 on that tablet, right? At nighttime, bro, I tried to grab the tablet and played Shadow Fight 2, but then one of my parents got me. My heart was racing, bro, okay? Thank God they're not the type of African parents who get the belt and they whoop you, bro. Yo, for you people who know Shadow Fight 2, yo, that game is a legendary, bro. That game, yo, I couldn't even defeat the boss. 24/7 I'm trying to defeat the boss. I can't. But I know every single move. You know, I be grabbing that sword. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it, okay? But like, yeah, no, bro, okay.
Here possible. And either you get the most intense ass whooping of all time, or they simply tell you to get off the game and go back to sleep. There were some days when I wanted to stay
that's the
up
second
because I
one
was
got.
bored, but my stuff was locked away in my parents' room. So I then proceeded to start doing Ocean 11 level stealth missions to try to get my stuff back. I mean, I was literally calculating my footsteps, trying to line up my toes on the floor ridges.
Yes. Yo, he gets it, bro. Okay. Yo, you know how when you the microwave, bro? Okay, like, you know, before the 1 second, edit, bro. You don't want to hear bang, bang, bang. Oh my god, bro. I wish they had like a button to not for that sound to not like.
I could try to suppress as much noise as possible. As soon as I entered my parents' room, I was tracking both of their breathing patterns and praying like crazy that neither of them would stop snoring and instantly.
Bro, are you Neji? Are you Neji from Naruto? What are you talking about? Yo, this guy's funny, bro.
Wake up. Even with all of those precautions, one of them would always conveniently wake up as soon as I was about to leave the room. The second I moved or took any of my stuff off the dresser, I would hear a sharp grunt and immediately knew it was Gigi's. Shit would be so demoralizing too. They would calmly tell me to leave and lock the door, and I would go back to my room completely defeated. In the likelihood that I was able to successfully get my stuff out of their room and sneak up back to mine, I had to then talk quieter than a church mouse and basically calmly whisper everything
and they're gonna catch you anyway.
I said into my mic. Going back to Fortnite, during Chapter 1 Season 2, me and my friend were running duos trying our hardest to get a win because we really wanted to get the Snowflake umbrella. Keep in mind, this was our last day of the season and we were less than 5 hours away from the game going down for maintenance. And minus your occasional outliers, this was also during the time when Fortnite was still fairly new and there were barely any top tier players running around. I begged my parents to let me stay on for a little bit longer so we could keep trying to get the umbrella. This was also a school night, by the way, so I was basically asking to commit treason by staying up late on a Wednesday with school directly the next morning. But thankfully, my parents eventually caved in and told me to immediately go to bed after I was done. I think they expected me to sleep a little bit earlier than they thought because me and my friend proceeded to spend the next 4 hours trying our hardest to get a win. Eventually, it was down to the last 3 teams, including ours.
Nah, bro, especially at night, bro, these games are addictive. When the next morning comes, bro, okay, like, bro, you'll be like, bro, I regret playing the video game. I want to go to sleep. Of course, this is 100% true. You know, the night is for sleeping, bro, okay, and the daytime is for daytime. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everybody know that. Why did I explain that?
The other two started fighting each other, and both me and my friend waited for the perfect opportunity to third party. Once one of them got eliminated by the other team, me and my friend instantly jumped in with an RPG and grenade launcher, completely booming the last team and finally getting the win. And after seeing that victory royale plastered all over my screen, the only thing I wanted to do with that exact moment was start yelling in joy and happiness. Unfortunately, by the time I was done, it was almost 1 a.m. and I did not want to wake up my entire house and get the craziest ass whooping of all time. Regardless, we had just achieved a 0-second shot clock level performance with only 40 minutes remaining until the battle pass ended, which is still to this day one of the best nights I've ever had in my life. Fast forwarding some years later, I eventually got to the point where in some rare instances, I would spend the whole night awake beyond the point of just a few hours after midnight. There's been some days where I stayed up all the way till the next morning, and I was able to gradually see the sun rising up and peeking behind the window curtain. You know you stayed up way too long once you start hearing the birds start chirping.
Yeah, bro, and then you're gonna regret all of that. Okay, yo, this happens to me before, but not the game part. Bro, I don't know what I did. I forgot, but bro, I had the feeling that I did this before, bro. When the sun comes out, you're like, oh my god, I didn't even sleep. I'm in my phone the whole time, okay? And then you proceed to sleep at 10 a.m. for example.
And next thing you know, it's 7 a.m. in the morning and your parents are starting to wake up to go to work.
Okay, I was gonna say, okay, if you wake at night, okay, that's the end of the video, okay? Bro, I don't think I could do my outro, bro. Okay, I was gonna say, if you're standing at night, but then you're scrolling on TikTok, bro, just go to bed. Like, you're not doing nothing, like, besides scrolling. Of course, that's something, but, like, that thing's not gonna be beneficial for you. Anyway, go to bed, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're gonna regret everything. Me, of course, I have to go to bed. It's 11 p.m., but, like, I don't care. So, you know, go to bed. Night. That's what I'm gonna say. I'ma sing ya bed, I'ma sing ya some go to bed, you know what I'm saying? Yo. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, twinkle, little star. Now go to bed. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that song, copyrighted, bro, by me. Yo, YouTube, if you're watching this, please subscribe, okay? I really appreciate it. Thank you.